Hi everyone. Today we are looking at part 2, the long-awaited part 2 in my How to Draw Hands series. So today we're going to continue, and if you missed part 1, don't worry about it. It's in my catalog of videos, and I will be linking to it in the description below. So you may want to check that out. But today in this video, what we're going to be looking at is hands specifically holding stuff. Okay, and what I'm drawing here now is the wrong way to do it, and this is a very common way, especially when you draw hands holding things like guns or swords. A lot of times what you see is kind of like this closed fist with the gun kind of growing out of the top of it, and that's not the way to do it. This is the wrong way. People equate the hand, because the fingers wrap around the grip of the gun, they kind of equate it to a fist, and when they draw that fist too tightly, what you're forgetting is that grip of the gun still exists in here. It has mass. It has it's still a three-dimensional form within this fist. It doesn't cease to exist inside that fist. So this just looks like a closed fist with a gun barrel growing out of it. So in order to prevent that, in order to make things look more natural, now I just want to review a little bit what I said in the first video. When we draw hands, I always start with the body of the hand, and as I said in that first video, you could use whatever shape you want for the body of the hand. If you want a nice hard geometric shape, if that makes things easier for you, that's fine. That's fine. I like the softer, more organic shape of a sphere, but in drawing, there's really no right or wrong, so whatever works best for you. Then when I add my fingers, what I do is, keeping in mind, as I said in the earlier video, your fingers are essentially three segmented forms, a shape that can be broken down into three segmented little cylinders. And what I do is I take each finger one segment at a time, and I pose each segment like that until I have, and then our buddy the thumb, until I have a hand that I'm comfortable with, posed naturally and believably. So that's how I go about drawing my hand. In a nutshell, that's what it is. And I'm going to be doing the same thing if the hand is holding something. In fact, that system becomes even more important if the hand is holding something. Now, whatever the object is that the hand is holding, I'm going to draw that object first. So let's pick on a gun again, because that's a common thing in comics. And I hope you'll pardon my rough gun here. I'm not referencing, and I just want something to get our idea across. The hand is what's important here. So, and the grip of the gun, even though I'm drawing it, I'm really not going to go into detail with it, because I am going to be covering a lot of it up. So I don't really have to go crazy with the detail. Now, it's going to help to have a little bit of X-ray vision here, kind of see through what you're drawing. So the first thing I'm going to do is place the body of the hand. And I'm seeing through the grip just because I want to be sure where I'm putting that body of the hand. Okay, there's the wrist connecting to the body of the hand. And then what I want to do, just like I did before with this hand, where I took it a finger at a time, one segment at a time, I'm going to be doing the same thing with my hand holding the gun. So I've got the body of the hand in place, and what I'm going to do is take one segment of each finger one at a time. So I've got my index finger in the trigger casing, and from this side I'm only going to see one segment and a half, or maybe two segments, and then I'm going to go to the other finger, and that's wrapping around too, and then the other finger, and that's wrapping around as well. And then the pinky is coming around too. So really I'm only seeing 2 segments on each of these fingers. But then we have our buddy, the thumb. And he's wrapping around this way, and a little bit of the heel of the thumb connecting it to the hand. You might see that. And then we're going to see some of the grip actually peeking through. See, the fingers in this case aren't locking into a tightly closed fist as I did up here. We could see some of the grip of the gun, and if we wanted to, we could go in and detail some of that. You know, maybe a little bit of the trigger, you know, whatever you need to make it more gun-like. But this will look like a hand that's really holding something. And, you know, there are many ways that hands can hold things. You know, your grip can be tighter, so if you wanted to, we could play with that pose a little bit more. You know, it all depends on what you want to do. So that's with a gun. Now, let's say I'm gonna do a lightsaber. The Force is with me. So let's pretend I got my lightsaber, just so you can see the same process but done with a different shaped object. And once again, even though I'm going to cover up a lot of the handle of this lightsaber, the hilt of it, I'm still going to draw the shape, and I'm going to add the hand behind it. Again, starting out with the basic shape of the body of the hand, and then just like I did with the gun, the fingers are peeking around, one knuckle at a time, one segment at a time. So there's the index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky. And then the thumb, and the thumb may actually lock over the fingers just to get a really tight grip. But once again, you know, we are indicating that the hilt of this saber is existing. It's still there. And honestly, when I'm really drawing, not for a video, a lot of what I'm putting down here, I draw much lighter, you know, because I know that I'm not going to be showing some of the hilt of this saber in the finished drawing. I'm going to, at the stages that I just showed you, I'm going to draw it very lightly so that I can easily knock it out and erase what we wouldn't see. Okay, just like that, and just leave the overall superficial forms, and then we have what we have. And hopefully it'll be a hand. Maybe we could see a little bit more of the body of the hand this way, a little bit more of that finger. There's always tweaking involved in this stuff. So that becomes the hand holding something. Okay, in this case, a cylindrical lightsaber handle hilt. Don't pick on my lightsaber too hard. I just whipped it out. Okay. So that's the hand holding stuff. There's more that I want to talk about with the hand. I want to talk about animating the fingers a little more, and I want to talk about the fist, and I also want to get into foreshortening. Now, foreshortening, that's a pretty deep subject, so I may do a totally separate video just on foreshortening. And a couple of people have asked for that, so I'll definitely oblige. So I hope this was helpful. Please, if you have any questions at all, please leave the questions in the comments below. Let me know what you think, any concerns, any suggestions, just your thoughts in general. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please click a like, share it, Share it with everybody and anybody you think might be interested. And please, if you like the video and others like it, please subscribe. That'll really help me out. And hit that bell so you get notified for future videos. Okay, that's it from me this time. And I will check you out in the next video. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care.